Good morning, all of you. Say good morning.
Morning, sir.
Screen visible?
Yes, sir. Yes,
My,
sir.
my voice is audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, Mr. Mahipal. Hello. Hello. Mahipal.
సార్
Mahipal.
సార్ సార్
Mahipal.
చెప్పండి సార్ వినిపిస్తుంది చెప్పండి సార్
Okay, okay. See, today we are going to discuss about compounding. My voice is clear? Voice
ఎస్
is
సార్ ఎస్ సార్
okay.
ఎస్ సార్
Today we are going to discuss about compounding. See, compounding means the process of compression and then expansion. The process of compression and then expansion. See, what is meant by compression and what is meant by expansion means, see, at the time of propagating the information between the transmitter to receiver, already we know that the information is taken from the source. Listen carefully. The information is taken from the source. After taking the information, whatever the information which is transmitted through the transmission medium from the transmitter for the purpose of speed transmission, for the purpose of transmission speed, the input data should be compressed. The input data should be compressed. Okay. So whenever that input data is compressed, automatically what is the file size? Input files is what happens? What happens input size, input file size? Say after compression, for example, the input file size is 100 KB, reduced. Okay. So compression means without loss of any information, the data, the file size should be reduced. The file size should be reduced. Okay. So that for the what is the need of the compounding means, for the purpose of transmitting high speed in the transmission medium, the input data should be reduced. The input data should be reduced. So whenever the input data should be reduced, that is compressed, automatically the file size should be reduced. So due to small file size, the transmission speed is increased in the transmission path, when compared to actual input file size, Then whenever that information which is received by the receiver, how much amount of information which is compressed at the transmitter side, that much of information which will be expanded at the receiver side. That's why in simple way what I am telling is, the process of compression at the transmitter, that compressed data which is transmitted through the receiver, and whatever the information which is compressed at the transmitter, that information which is expanded at the receiver side, at the receiver side, that is called as companioning. That is called as a companioning. Here, three things we done. The first one is compression at the transmitter, then transmit the compression information to the transmission medium, and how much amount of information which is compressed at the transmitter side. Up to that level, the compressed information expanded at the receiver side. At the receiver side. Okay. So the process, it will be called as companioning process. That process will be called as a companioning process. The process of compression at the transmitter and then expansion at the receiver, that is called as companioning process. Companioning process. Okay. So with companioning system, what we are compressing at the transmitter? We are not compressing the frequency. The amplitude level should be compressed. The amplitude level should be compressed. Okay. So that amplified signals which is amplified less than the lower amplitude signal. That means up to what level that will be amplified at the receiver means whatever the amount of the information which is compressed at the transmitter side, up to that particular part only we are expanding the information. Okay. So prior to transmission and then prior to expanded, it will amplify the lower amplitude signals in the receiver. Lower amplitude signals in the receiver. That is called as companioning. That is called as a companioning. Okay. So that the process of the companioning is the process of compression the information at the transmitter and expansion at the receiver, that is called as a companioning process. Here in the companioning process, the higher amplitude analog signals are compressed. Okay, at the transmitter side, whatever the higher amplitude signals we have, those higher amplitude levels should be compressed. Okay, then that is also amplified less than the lower amplitude signals, less than the lower amplitude signals. Okay, so that whenever it will be compressed prior to transmission. Okay, so after transmission we are compressed, there is no use. Before the transmission we are compressed that particular information, then only it is possible to transmit with high speed in the transmission medium. Okay, so first of all, compression at the transmitter and transmission to the channel, and then expanded at the receiver, This is the basic definition of the companioning process. Okay. Now see, this is the companioning process diagram. Very, very important. Listen carefully. So this is entire companioning process. This entire part here it is input. This is transmission. This is received part. This is input. This is transmission. This is received. See here, this is 50 dB of the dynamic range. Whatever the dynamic range we are considering at the transmitter side, the same amount of information will receive at the receiver side. Whatever the process done between these two, that is not a matter. That is not a matter. But whatever the information is taken, whatever the information is here, whatever the information is taken at the input, that is 50 dB of the dynamic range, the same amount of the dynamic range we need to receive at the receiver side. Now tell me what is meant by dynamic range. What is meant by dynamic range? What is meant by dynamic range? Tell me what is meant by dynamic range. Tell me anybody. What is meant by dynamic range? Madhavan, tell me. 411. What is meant by dynamic range? Madhavan, are you in class or not? 411. Just respond, otherwise I put you absent. Pawan, 4D3.
Sir,
Pawan, tell me what is meant by dynamic range. Last class I was tell you already discussed. What is meant by dynamic range?
The ratio between the smallest value and largest value.
Not smallest value, the maximum value to minimum value. The ratio of largest possible magnitude, that is V maximum, to the smallest possible magnitude, that is V minimum, other than 0. Other than 0. Tell me. What you want?
Sir,
What? Tell me. Hello.
sir,
Pawan, చెప్పు.
that V maximum, V minimum, sir.
అదే V maximum by V minimum.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So here what amount of information we are consider at the transmitter side, the same amount of information we are consider at the receiver side also. So that basically we are considering the 50 dB of the dynamic value here. We need to transmit through this channel to the receiver. Okay, with high speed, without loss of any information. See, this vertical line represents up to this particular point, it is transmitter. Between this particular point and this particular point, this is represented as transmission path. This is represented as a transmission path. This is the area. In this area, we are transmitting the compressed data. So above this, it will be represented as receiving area. Okay. Now, how to, for example, we need to transmit the data, that is 50 data of the dynamic range from the transmitter to receiver. Okay. We need to consider at the initial stage, this is, let us take 20 dB of the information will be compressed out of 50 dB. Out of 50 dB. Okay. Otherwise, we can consider this is 20 dB of the data. This is 20 dB of the compress. This is the data. Then what we will do here it is, okay. Here we are considering as the input is analog input signal with the dynamic range of the 50 dB value, with the dynamic range of the 50 dB value, which is compressed to 25 dB, which is compressed to 25 dB prior to transmission, and in the receiver it is expanded back to its original range of the 50 dB. Its original range of 50 dB. For that, what we will do is, first we are transmitting 20 dB of the data here. Then the 20 of the data will be compressed. See the downline. This is the downline. 20 dB of the data, it will be compressed to 50% from the input data. So that 50% from the input data, that is out of the 20 dB, we have the 50% data is 10 dB of the data. Then how much of information? So then this 10 dB of data is propagated through this channel up to transmitter. From this point to this point, it is compressed area. This is transmission area. So here it will be reduced up to 50 dB, Then that amount of information, it will be expanded up to this particular point, because the information will be compressed from this point to this point, so that we need to expand the information from this point to this point, okay, so that it will be again this amount of data. This is 10 dB, this is process, plus 10 dB expanded here. 10 plus 10 is 20 dB. 10 plus 10 is 20 dB. So 20, 10 and 20. 20, 10 and 20 will be represented as 50 dB of the information at the receiver side. Okay. So totally 25% of the dB will be compressed here. Okay. Next step is what we will do is, this is 20 dB. We need to again reduce it to 10 dB. So for example, here how much information will be compressed? How much percent? 50% of the data was compressed for 20 dB. So here I am taking as 10 dB. So out of 10 dB, we need to compress up to 50 dB, 50%. So how much data here? 10 means out of 10, what is the 50% of the data? What is the 50% of the data? Say. Seema, this is 10 dB. So 20 dB. After 20 dB, we need to compress 50% of the data. That is 10 dB. Here this is 10 dB. After 10 dB, what is the 50% of the value?
5, sir.
5 dB. Sir.
Okay, 5. So that here this is 5 dB. So how much amount of information will be compressed here? 5 dB. So that we need to same amount of information will be expanded. Then 5 plus 5 is 10 dB. 5 plus 5 is 10 dB. That means our aim is whatever the information we are consider at the input point, the same amount of information we need to take at the receiver point without loss of any information. Okay. So that here what I am telling is, okay, here I am considering as 10 dB, the 50% of data will be compressed. Again, that 50% of data will be expanded. By adding this data and expanded data, will get the same output, same as that of the 10 dB of the information. 10 dB of the information. Okay. Similarly, 0. For 0, there is no expansion like this. Again, opposite. Here plus 10 I am considering. Here I am considering as a minus 10. So minus 10 means here like this transmission. Then like this, it will be same as the previous state. Like this 10, 20, 30, minus 40, minus 50, and so on like this. Okay. So this is the input data. You can see here. The process of compression. This is the compression means down point. The process of compression. And then transmitted the compressed information. So then expansion means that is up arrow. That is, this is down is compression, up is expansion. Okay. So that the process of compression and then expansion in the system is called as the compounding process. It will be called as a compounding process. Okay, that is compounding. Okay, compounding. So whenever we are considering as a pulse code modulation system, in the pulse code modulation system, the pulse code modulation system compounding or simply PCM compounding may be accomplished using two types of compounding techniques, such as analog compounding technique and digital compounding technique. Okay, so in the pulse code modulation technique, this PCM compounding, which is using two types of the techniques. The first one is analog compounding. The second one is the digital compounding. Now, where the analog compounding is preferred, where the digital compounding is preferred. The analog compounding, which is used to for pulse code modulation systems. Analog compounding is used for pulse code modulation systems. Similarly, the digital compounding system, which is used for modern systems. Okay, whatever the advanced systems which are occurred in this particular compounding process, where the digital compounding is preferred. In particular places, the digital compounding is preferred. Okay, so that is the compounding and the types of the compounding. Okay, so the types of the compounding is analog compounding process and digital compounding process. This analog compounding process, which is used to for the purpose of pulse code modulation systems. Similarly, the digital compounding systems, which is used to modern technology. In the modern technology, we can consider either modulation or whatever it may be, we are preferred as the digital technology only. Okay, but the analog process, which is used for the first generation, whatever may be the technology. Okay, so that in the compounding process also, the compounding process which is considered pulse code modulation systems, because in the pulse code modulation system, okay, the data transmission is serial data transmission, one bit after another, because the input we are taking as a analog signal. So that the analog compounding process is also preferred for pulse code modulation systems, and digital compounding is used for the modern technology or modern systems. Okay, now the analog compounding is again categorized into two types. That is, the first one is Mueller compounding and Euler compounding. The analog compounding process is again categorized into two types. That is Mueller compounding process and Euler compounding process. Okay, so coming to Mueller compounding process. Okay, so in the Mueller compounding process, okay, it will transmit the maximum analog compressed information. Okay, so that due to consideration of the Mueller compounding process, the output what I am telling in the definition of the particular compounding process, what we are compressing the amplitudes of a particular signal, higher amplitude. Here the higher amplitude analog signals are compressed. The higher amplitude analog signals are compressed here. Okay, so that similarly here we are considering as V maximum. Wherever the maximum amplitude signals we have, after taking the information from the source, before transmitting the information to that particular channel, okay, that maximum amplitude levels, whatever the maximum amplitude levels we have in the input signal, that maximum amplitudes of the signal, it will be compressed up to the level of the that particular signal, okay, so that the Mueller compounding value, which is represented as V out equal to V maximum ln of 1 plus mu into V input divided by maximum voltage divided by ln of 1 plus U. Okay, by taking this amount of, by taking this values, this value here, mu represents the modulation index of the particular signal. V in represents the input voltage. V maximum represents the maximum amplitude from the given input signal. By substituting those values, we can get the output voltage at the receiver side after transmitting the information. So that where V maximum is represented as maximum uncompressed analog input amplitude. Maximum uncompressed analog input amplitude, which is measured in terms of the volts, because already I told you the input is taken from the source. Whatever the higher amplitudes we have, we need to compress that particular higher amplitudes, Next, V in. Okay, V in is the amplitude of the input signal, at particular instant of time. Already I told you the definition of the modulation is the process of varying some characteristics of the high frequency signals in accordance with the instantaneous amplitude of the message signal. Okay, that instantaneous value is represented as a particular point, a particular time interval, a particular instant of time, so that here V in is represents the amplitude of the input signal, at particular instant of time, that is also measured in terms of the volts, okay. Next one is mu. Mu means, okay, the parameter used to define the amount of compression. Okay, by using the, already told you, mu means can also be represented in terms of the modulation, that is a modulation index. Okay, but here the parameter used to define the amount of compression. What type of parameter here preferred for compression? Either frequency or amplitude. What we are compressed? Frequency or amplitude? What levels we are compressed? Just now I am telling you. Higher amplitude levels are compressed. Am I right? Higher amplitude levels are compressed. Say yes or no? Say yes or no? Okay. So that higher amplitude levels are compressed. Okay. So that their mu represent ma cut అయిపోతుంది తర్వాత మళ్ళీ జాయిన్ అవ్వండి. Mu represents the parameter which is used to define the amount of the compression. Okay, that is represented as unitless because it is a constant value at particular instant of time. Then V out is compressed output amplitude. Okay, so how much amount of information will be compressed for the information which is taken from the source, that is represented as Mueller compounding. Okay, then we will go for Yale compounding technique. Okay, so this is how Yale compounding technique. The first it will be compressed like this, then it will be expansion like this for different instant of time. with the corresponding amplitude. Okay. So whenever we are considering as a straight line, this is the 0th. There is no value here. There is no value here. So here what? There is no difference here. See here. This is actual value. Then compress. Then transmit. Then expand. This is actual value. Similarly, here also this is actual value. It will be compressed like this. Then it will passes through origin. Then it will be expands like this. Okay. Then it is a straight line. There is no compression and expansion. Then it is directly passes through origin. Okay. So this is compression and then expansion for particular instant of time. It will maintain the corresponding amplitude value. As per Yale compounding technique, the maximum compressed amplitude is up to 1 volt only. Up to 1 volt only. Okay. That is Yale compounding. Okay. So here in the Yale compounding technique, okay, that is in Europe, ITUT, International Telecommunication Union Telephone Sector. Okay. That is International Telecommunication Union Telephone Sector. Okay. ITUT. This International Telecommunication Union Telecommunication Sector has established the Yale compounding, which is to be used to approximate true logarithmic compounding. To logarithmic compounding, so that here we are considering as the output V out equal to V maximum A V in divided by V maximum divided by 1 plus ln of A, whenever we are considering as the condition is 0 is very much less than input voltage divided by maximum is less than 1 by A, where input voltage is other than 0 volts. Other than 0 volt. Similarly, for another condition, whenever 1 by A is very much less than V in divided by V maximum, that is very much less than, that is less than or equal to 1, then V out equal to V maximum into 1 plus ln into A V n ln into A V in divided by V maximum into 1 plus ln of A. 1 plus ln of A. Okay. So that is represented as the Yale compounding technique. That is represented as a Yale compounding technique. Then this is the types of compounding. Okay. So the compounding definition means the process of compression and then expansion is the compounding process. Compression done at transmitter. That compression information transmitted to the transmission medium. How much amount of information is compressed, that will be expanded at the receiver side. So that is process of compression and then expansion. Compression done at transmitter, expansion done at receiver. Okay. So the next one is very, very important for a 2 marks PCM line speed, pulse code modulation line speed.